Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing a little bit more Explorer. I have been brewing just random piles with the cards that I've found and trying to make some cool stuff. Pretty just janky combos, essentially. So this is a mono black drain deck. And I'm just going to go over the cards really quick for those of you that don't play Explorer or maybe don't know the cards. If you are familiar with Explorer, feel free to skip ahead to the games. Again, though, this is not meant to be a competitive deck. I already hit Mythic. I'm done sweating in ranked and trying to rank up, so I'm just trying to have fun and make some fun weird combos. So just to go over the cards really quick. Starting off in our 1-drops, we have Cling to Dust. This is a really fun card that basically you exile a card from a graveyard, and if it was a creature card, you gain 3 life, otherwise you draw a card. So a nice little draw engine against kind of control your decks, or if you need draw. And then against the aggro matchup, you can discard a creature and then gain 3 life, or exile a creature rather. And then you can play it again from your graveyard for the escape cost. You just have to exile 5 other cards from your graveyard and pay 3 and a black. Next we have Fatal Push, which is a card I've been running a lot in a lot of different decks. It's an instant, destroy target creature if it has mana value 2 or less. If a permanent you have controlled left the battlefield this turn, you can destroy a creature that has mana value 4 or less. And then we have Village Rites, which of course is still in standard. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2. I was playing around with Deadly Dispute, Shambling Ghast, but I ended up cutting those just because it felt like sometimes Deadly was too expensive, as weird as that is, for 2 mana. So I wanted the 1 mana option. And with the card Lazotep Reaver, which makes a 1/1 zombie token, if it's the only zombie token on the field, we can activate our Village Rites easily, which then also activates our Fatal Push. So yeah, Lazotep Reaver enters the battlefield amass 1. Amass 1 is put a 1/1 counter on a army you control, and this is a token creature zombie army. If you don't control one, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. So basically, if this is the first Reaver you've played, you create a 1/1 token. If you have the 1/1 token on the field and you play another Reaver, the token becomes a 2/2. So in most cases, you want to either chump with it or sacrifice it to a Village Rites before you play your next one, just because you're not really trying to swing in with or grow a token. Next is Tainted Adversary. This is good in the late game to make a bunch of 2/2 zombies, and then in the early game as a chump blocker with Death Touch. So next is Gifted Aetherborn, which has Death Touch and Lifelink at 2/3. I found this to be good in more aggro-y matchups. It's 2 black, and we'll actually get into why that 2 black is important in a minute. But yeah, a good early game blocker that can give you life. Meathook Massacre, we all know. Bastion of Remembrance is an enchantment, and when it enters the battlefield, you create a 1/1 human soldier. And then whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So again, we have token creation in the Reaver, and then we also have token creation in the Adversary, and then we also don't mind sacking these if we need to. Tainted Remedy is a card I love. I think I have a game in the video where we use this, and it's very fun. You'll see. Treacherous Blessing is a cool card and really good for draw. It's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you draw 3 cards. However, whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. When Treacherous Blessing becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. So there are cards that you could use to sacrifice this, but we don't run them. So basically, you kind of want to be careful when you play this about your life total. But we have things like the Bastion of Remembrance that give us life, and then also lifelink creatures like the Murderous Rider, which on one side you could play it as a 2/3 zombie. It has lifelink. When it dies, you put it on the bottom of your library. You can also play it as an instant, or 1 and 2 black, destroy target creature or planeswalker, you lose 2 life. So it's pretty versatile. Next we have Ayara, first of the Lifegain. When she enters the battlefield, or another black creature enters the battlefield, tokens, each opponent loses life and you gain a life. And then you can tap, sacrifice another black creature, draw a card, tokens again. Underworld Dreams, enchantment for 3 black. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Underworld Dreams deals 1 damage to that player. So if you have someone casting a bunch of Memory Deluge and draw mechanics, if you have 2 of these, they're taking a lot of damage for those draws. Next is Erebus, Bleak-Hearted, a legendary enchantment creature with indestructible, and as long as your devotion to black, which is basically each black mana is like 1 devotion. So this on 2 black counts as 2 devotion. So that's why another reason why we run it. It combos with this card and then also another card that we'll get to in a second. But anyways, whenever another creature you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card, tokens. And then 1 and a black, sacrifice another creature. Target creature gets -2/-1 until end of turn. I don't really use this that much. It's mainly for the draw, and then also if your devotion is high enough, it becomes a 5/6 indestructible creature, which is nice. Next is Kalitas, Trader of Get. Lifelink, 3/4. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile that card and create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. 2 and a black, sacrifice another vampire or zombie, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Kalitas. So you can grow this pretty aggressively, and it can get out of control if the opponent doesn't deal with it. At 3/4, it's a good blocker for sure. Excuse me. And of course, there's a lot of synergies with either your kill spells, your meat hook, or also just being able to sacrifice the tokens that, say, Tainted Adversary or the Lazotep Reaver creates. Next is Nightmare Shepherd. Flying. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1 and it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. So if the opponent kills this, you can exile it, bring it back as a 1/1. Alright, and then the kind of combo piece card, Gray Merchant of, not even going to try and say that. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. So, well, actually, we'll get into the last card. Bolas's Citadel. It's an artifact. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. And if you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to the mana value rather than pay its mana cost. So, if you have the Citadel down and you're just hitting all of your creatures, you can play them basically until you die. So, even if you're tapped. And then sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, each opponent loses 10 life. That's kind of like a finisher. So, the combo is you basically want to build up a board of creatures, enchantments that have a high black mana value cost. So like Underworld Dreams, if you have 2 of them, that would be 6, which means when you play your Gray Merchant, it drains the opponent for 6 plus the 2 that the Gray Merchant costs, so 8. So that means you hit them for 8, and then you also gain 8 life back. So of course, if you have the enchantments, if you have one of these, if you have the Citadel, you can do a huge amount of damage and have a really big swing turn where you go basically back up to full life and then drop them down to either dead or very close to it. So that's the combo, and that's what we try and get in the video. For lands, we just have a bunch of swamps. Probably should run Hive, and then Takenuma probably as well, and also probably Field of Ruin, but like I said, this is not competitive at all. And then we have 2 Castle Locthwains, which is basically it enters tapped unless you control a swamp, which shouldn't be a problem. Tap for 1 black, or pay 1 and 2 black, and draw a card, and then lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. So if your hand is empty, you can just tap this, take 1 damage, and then draw a card. Pretty straightforward. You tend to get run over a lot. I was playing this in Mythic Ladder and ran into a bunch of net, or not net, well, yes, I guess net decks, but like meta decks, like Greasefang, blue-white control, and mono-red aggro. We actually were able to beat mono-red aggro a decent amount of the time. Lost hard to Greasefang, obviously, because they always have Greasefang on 3, and then get their Parhelion out by turn 3. So there's nothing you can really do about that. Other than that, the matchup felt pretty good if the game, or if the opponent was playing more of a mid-range strategy, where you could just block things and then come back. What else was there? Cat Oven was annoying. But we had some close games and also some wins against that list as well. So it did pull out wins against the strong decks in the format, but I definitely would not craft any of this. A lot of these cards are good on their own, like this. And they also fit into other decks. Like, I know this is played in a couple other decks and this as well. But yeah, again, probably wouldn't go ahead and start crafting all these. Although a lot of them are uncommon, except for, I guess, this column here. But you could grab Underworld Dreams, Grey Merchant, Lazotep Reaver, things like that, if you want. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the games. I had a lot of fun playing this deck and brewing it. When it worked out, it was a very good time. When it didn't, not so much. But anyways, yeah, let's get into the games, and I will see you in the video. Going first, yeah, we'll keep this for short. We'll see what they're playing, but we might try and get greedy and get this down, then this down. Lifegain. Go with the hook. Alright, so that's going to go to the moon. Be interesting to see if we can drain them out of this one. Tempting to do it twice, but I want to keep this up for draw. Actually, you know what? We can just tap to draw, so we'll do that. Over's here, short. We're gonna have to get a massive, like, super high devotion board, and then just hit them with it. Sacrifice this, because these keep our devotion up. Okay, another one. Ooh. Tempting, but I think it's here. Okay. Make a big ol' angel, which we now cannot block. Let's village rights this time. Gain into adversaries, nice. We're gonna start getting smacked in the air, which is not great. Alright, we find one, but we don't have the land. So let's go here, threaten this. And let's go here as well. Our devotion is 10. Okay, they have another. Another bishop. Fine. I'm assuming they come over the top and hold this back. Yes, they do. Alright, we need cards. There it is. Alright. Get that down. Mm-hmm. Oh man. They're just, I don't know if they didn't read the card or what, but we draw another land, they're dead. Yeah, go ahead. We're dead next turn, so. Oh, we need land. So. Okay. Let's dig for it. Nice. And that is game. Undo a kissy. Oh, this card is so good. Bye-bye. Going first. We have early removal, I guess, into this, and then this. Let's give it a try. On an on blue. Yeah. Let's get the damage on the board. Attack first. See if they interact. Nope, they take 3. We'll go here. Just keep playing up the curve. It is spirits. Four. And for 2. Go here. Oh, there's the counter. Right now we're outputting more damage than them, so we can race at this pace. Yeah. Ooh. See what they want to do. Can still hook for 2 here. So let's say, let's see if they try and save this. They don't. Actually, no. Because next turn we go here. So yeah, let's get him for damage. for 2. See if they counter here. They did have a spell pierce. Ugh. Okay. Draw another card. Rattly chains. Sure. Tap tap. Do we? No, we don't. Just wait. Back in here. Patience. Go like this. Just increasing the, what's it called? And also getting these out. Ugh. Fun, fun, fun. Get some taps going. Yep. Go here, see if they counter. Alright, 2 more damage. We've gotten 2 snares out of them plus a spell pierce. This kills them next turn. If they don't counter. So we'll see what they do here. Oh. Going in for max card draw. So, they do attack in. And they probably have another one of these. And now they only have 2 blockers, so if they use that to tap down, then we still have lethal with these 3. So, they're going to need to commit something else to board, or bounce something. So I think we move to combat next turn, and then see what they do. And hopefully they use all their countermeasures dealing with the board, and then we play this and win. Okay, something on the upkeep. Slip out the back, very rude. Fine. Okay, combat. Brazen Borrower. Short. That does give us a very interesting option, though. We flash this, or we, I don't think they have it. This actually comes in on Devotion 3, I think, though, because it itself is 2 black. So, we'll see. We will see. Oh, they did have it. No! Alright, we're blitzing this next turn then. Oh, more draw. That's the 3rd snare. What an absolutely obnoxious deck. Alright. What are they doing now? Another land is not what we need. We have to blitz this. They have to find a way to stop all of these things. They flash in the... Oh, we're still going. All steam ahead. So unless they find a way to buff their, this, we stay alive here by 1. But this does not help us now. They're playing smart, going into 3. Drawing 2. That means we do have enough life to blitz this. So they need to get rid of this. Otherwise, this entering the battlefield itself will kill them. Looking for more answers. Haven. Alright, that's game. Nice. Unless they have a way to gain life. Woo! Close game. I'm going first. I think we can keep this hand. Stompy time. Bad for our little 1/1 blockers. Underdoggy. Next turn this, and then these two. Yeah, we'll trade here. Okay, another one. Hopefully no brawl. That would suck. Because we can go 1/2 next turn. Alright. Well, Primal Might. Short. See if they have another one. Prowler, nice. Love this card. Yep, sorry. Alright, let's get our devotion up. We threaten to kill their Prowler, they can take our underdog, but that's okay. Elder. Nice. Okay, they snag the underdog here. So let's go like this. This is a 5. You can only kill 4. We need 1 more mana to be able to do this twice to kill this. So I guess it's punish if they click on health? Maybe? We can just chump with these, I suppose? Or just not even care if they attack him. See what they do. They swing. No blocks for us. Play this next turn. Oh, that's an interesting one. We could draw. What is the other option? Yeah, I think it's draw. Need to find a land so we can buff this. Okay. Question now is... I think it is underdog. So now we can block the Elder with the tokens in the underdog. We're trying to keep our devotion as high as possible, and since the tokens don't have devotion, we can sack them. See what they do here. Safekeeping. Okay. Still no land. I think we have to draw for it. That is what we'll do. Okay. This is going to be pretty gross next turn. That's fine, they spend their whole turn doing that. Mm-hmm. No block. Oh, this is so tempting to do, but we don't have the time to do it. So let's slam this. Down to 3. And then... do nothing. They say go. I hope they forget about Tainted Remedy and click health. Fortunate. Blocks. Not too afraid from 18. We'll go here, we'll go here. And we'll block there as well. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Huh. Back you. Village rights you. Okay. Alright, 3 life. Here comes the boom. 7-8. I think this is GG. I want to say it, but I also don't. Nice. I'm going first. I think this is too slow, probably. Well, on 2 we go here or here, and then here. Alright. Well, actually, no, because we're not going to draw any more lands now. Hey! Never should have doubted. Sure.
I hope you like your hors d'oeuvres extra crispy. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Yes, let's. Sure.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Easy.
Who needs a plan? Just improvise. I know who I am, and no one is telling you. Check out these fireworks.
Get him.
So I'm a little hot-headed.
Easy land. Spell can't be countered. 3 damage to whatever. And then X is exile time. Okay, well that worked out well. Alright, we go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. We keep. Opponent may be on control. Ah, just kidding. This is just all very mixed signals, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Another land would be very nice. Oh, some extra spice. Look at that. What a gamer. Caca. Alright. Draw a card. I also just hook this board. And that is probably the move. If I hook for 3 though, they sack this in response and kill this. So then is hooking for 2 the move? I think so. And then we can cling to dust for 3 life. Cool, we'll take an extra token. I hooked for 2, not 3 for this reason, my friend. I wonder if they have a cleave. That would be bad. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Block this. Exile something. Draw a card. Hope to hit another hook. That's gotta be the way. Grab Lightning Strike. No dice. 2 of them, huh? Alright. Back up to 19. Looking for that other hook. They send it all. Block here, I guess? We do get a nasty one this turn. Unless they kill that. Alright, another one. Making us work for it. So I think we actually go here, and then here. No attack. And we play this so that we have extra devotion here. Yep. So as long as they don't have a Ember Cleave, I think we should be okay here. They send that, we will trade. Hook triggers. Yep. Another hook here would be nice as well. Find a land. Ooh, that is tempting. Can we risk it at 13? This comes in for 2. We block there 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they have the thing that makes red do double, that's very, very bad. So I think we have to go here. Play it safe. Down to 6 they go. Play the Citadel next turn. Land off the top. Yeah. Lifelink good. Champion, okay. Yeah, cleave here would be really, really bad. If they send it all, they may have it. They didn't. Land? This? We're digging for another one of these. Okay, let's do this then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go first. 1, 2, 3. Acceptable, but there is no removal, which is a little scary. Although, this could be control. Vamped. Well, that is scary, isn't it? This is cool. All right. Go here. Any more animations like this? Those are cool. I think we'll drop the hook next turn. Okay, they find some land. They find some land. There we go. Blessing. Yep. Bless up. Another hook. Send them both. Scary thing is, I don't know what this deck is trying to do, so just trying to kill them before they can do whatever it is they're doing. Next turn we're making zombies. This is like some sort of artifact-y deck. We're looking for our merchant here just to end this game, if we're not dead already. Hour of Promise. Okay. Two more of those. Big scary. We have 9 mana. Okay, adversary. Just go here. Alright, they take it. Down to 2. Let's see if they can make it happen. 10 mana to play with. Well, better hope they have something good on the top 3 if that's their plan. I want to know what, like, the big payoff of this deck is. I guess we will never know.